Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Monday, January 20th, 2025, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORIONNWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the NCAA College Football National Championship. Number 8 Ohio State Buckeyes versus the number 7 Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Kickoff is going to be here in roughly a couple minutes. So let's cue up the music, take a look at the thumb, and let's get ready for the natty. Let's get it, baby. And on the thumb, on the left, Will Howard, and on the right for the Fighting Irish, Riley Leonard. Let's freaking go. I'm ready. Let me get all my screens and everything situated. We'll be shooting for 20 likes within the first hour, 30 to 50 overall, and obviously 100 in the donos on every single stream. Let's go, baby. Odin in the building, Marcos in the building. What's good, brothers? Let's go. Oh, baby, this is going to be a good one, baby. Now we got Marcus Freeman and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish walking out of the tunnel here. I'm going to get a couple photos prepped. So give me one sec here. It's going to be a good one here tonight. Marcus Freeman, the first African-American Asian coach in college football to get to this point. Very good story for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And we know Ryan Day has a little bit of a problem beating top 5 teams, but again, at this point, you're in the natty. It's been about a decade since you won a natty for the Buckeyes, even longer for the Fighting Irish. Both of these teams won it. The college football, playoff system definitely has a little bit of flaws, but at this point of the year, the two best teams are in the championship that were playing the best football in the college football playoff. Will it be Marcus Freeman? Will it be Ryan Day? We will find out. Let's go, baby. Now we'll get some quarterback photos up here as well. Will Howard first. Riley Leonard next. And we're also going to be watching Monday Night Raw, which will be on here shortly as well in about 16 minutes. Wow, they got Bettis out there. And Archie Griffin, nice. Okay, baby, here we go. Riley Leonard, Will Howard, let's go, baby. I'm getting a few other photos loaded right now before the game. Oh, baby, let's go. Ryan Day, Marcus Freeman, I see you. Will Howard, Riley Leonard, let's go. I got to get the Jeremiah Smith loaded too. And that's really going to be the big advantage in this matchup is the wide receivers for Ohio State compared to the lack of depth for the Fighting Irish. But you never know what can happen. Let me get an Egbuka one on here too. Happy MLK Day. Okay, let's go, baby. I mean, if you're looking at, both of the rosters, there's more NFL players on the Buckeyes than there are for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. That's pretty clear. They both have capable quarterbacks. At this point, they both have running backs, but the running back depth, is pretty even on both sides. They have multiple backs that can end up, making, a big impact play. But really, with Jeremiah Smith and Emeka Egbuka and company, yeah, you got Greathouse and a couple others, but there's a pretty big discrepancy there, excuse me, based off the talent at wide receiver for the Buckeyes as well as the lack of talent, for the Fighting Irish. And we'll see if that will be a factor in this particular matchup. All right, Ohio State is kicking. Okay, baby. Marcus Freeman is ready. Riley Leonard is ready. All right, Ryan Day, Will Howard, Jeremiah Smith, Emeka Egbuka. Let's go. All right, baby, here we go. Ohio State going to kick off. Notre Dame has the opportunity to get points early. Let's see if they can capitalize. Ohio State, an 8.5-point favorite, order the Fighting Irish here in the College Football Playoff National Championship presented by AT&T. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to the goal so we can hit the algorithm. And then, obviously, we'll be shooting for every single goal that we typically try to go for, the dono goal, and obviously the likes and the subs. Let's go. Since the loss, the NIU 13-0 record there for Riley Leonard, 236.3 total yards per game, 34 touchdowns responsible for. Let's freaking go, baby. Shotgun set. Hand off to Jeremiah Love. And good defense there by the Buckeyes. Loss of 1 yard. And both of the defenses are very, very good. So there should be a lot of, tackles for loss, You would assume you're going to get some picks and you're going to get some fumbles. But who's going to get the pick six or the fumble for the touchdown? That could be the difference in this particular matchup. And both quarterbacks are going to have to use their legs in this game if they want to be able to raise the natty at the end. 2nd down and 11. Leonard with a design keeper. Runs over a Buckeye defender. Decent game there. 8 yards. 3rd down and 3 for the Fighting Irish. All right, Riley, I see you. Shotgun set. Leonard right up the gut. 1st down. Irish. Move the chains. Little hurry up offense here. Four wide. Buckeyes with an audible there on defense. Little shift. Shotgun set. Leonard. Good protection from the line. Sidearm delivery incomplete. 2nd down and 10 at the Notre Dame 36. Three wide set. Little shift. Shotgun set. Leonard. First down, Irish, even though that looked like maybe a 9-yard gain, but it is what it is. Good start so far here for the Fighting Irish against this very stingy defense of the Buckeyes. Screen pass, Jeremiah Love, blockers downfield, and about a 7-yard gain there. 2nd down and 3 at the Buckeye 47. Okay. We see the combo, Marcus Freeman, Riley Leonard, Jeremiah Love, but who are going to be the receivers that are going to step up besides Greathouse? That's the question. Can they get enough production out of their wide receivers and their tight ends to win this game? Pre-shift. Leonard with a design run. And just short of the marker, 3rd down and 1 at the Buckeye 45. Jeremiah Love stuffed, no gain, 4th down and 1. And now here's the real question. How aggressive are the Fighting Irish going to be here? Are you going to go for it on 4th down like a lot of the NFL teams and a lot of the college football teams have in the college football playoff? Or are you going to play conservative or aggressive? But they tried to bounce it to the outside, and they had 3-4 Buckeyes right there. This will be very interesting to see what they do here. You have to assume if you have Riley Leonard, you could run it with him and get a 1st down. And that's what I would do. Jeremiah Love has got a knee issue and whatnot. So, if I'm him, and they've already shown that they've had 3 or 4 design runs on this drive already for him, just use him again, and they should get the 1st down. If they hand it off to Jeremiah Love, they probably, there's a chance that they would get stuffed here. So let's see what they do. Man in motion. Design run for Leonard. I like that play call. 1st down, Irish. Move the chains. There we go. Marcus Freeman, I like that, baby. Cole in the building, Reflect in the building. What's good? Good start, and this is the most design runs that we've seen with Riley Leonard maybe all season. And again, with this team, they know that they're at a disadvantage with their wide receivers and tight ends against the Buckeyes. There's more NFL players on Ohio State than there are Notre Dame. So you have to be able to find an edge, and that might be Riley Leonard's legs. So far, so good. First down and 10, Leonard wanted to run, decided to step back, looks downfield. Yeah, baby. First down, Irish. Move the chains. You know, he definitely wanted to run there initially when the pocket started to collapse, right? Blitz was coming. There was a little bit of a lane there, but decided to be patient, bounce it to the outside, bootleg, keeping his eyes downfield, had a target open. They caught it, not like Mark Andrews last night. First down, Irish. Oh, I'm watching Monday Night Raw, too. I'm about to put it on here in the background as well. We're going to go over both. So, again, since Monday Night Raw is on Netflix, I'm not going to miss a Raw on the channel. Incomplete. All right, I got to turn that on right now as well. We're going to go over everything on Monday Night Raw. So if there's anything you want to go over, I can double dip. I can cover the game, and I can obviously, go over Monday Night Raw as well. I got to get the Walking Dead off of here, though. Where are you, Monday Night Raw? Where are you? There you are. Okay, boom, got that going. Hand off, bouncing it to the outside. Ooh, baby. Stephon, almost a first down there. Jadarian Price. 9-yard gain, third down and 1. All right, Raw is on in the background. Let's go, baby. I like what I'm seeing so far out of Marcus Freeman, the first African-American, Asian-American coach, half black, half Korean. You don't really see coaches of that ethnicity that often, let alone, being black, but being black and Asian. If you would have said to Notre Dame fans 20, 30 years ago that they would have an African-American, Asian-American coach, people would probably laugh. But again, things have changed dramatically, and obviously giving everyone a fair shot, regardless of skin color or race. If you're skilled, you can get a job and you can get it done. And I think Marcus Freeman is one of the bright sides in college football in 2024, going into 2025 and beyond. Fantastic start from the Fighting Irish. I like the play calls. The play calls have been fantastic. Riley Leonard using his legs, imposing his will, and if they can punch it in for a touchdown, Buckeye fans are not going to be breathing too easy. Even getting 3 points on this first drive is huge. Captain in the building, Lenny D in the building, Reflect in the building, Cole in the building. What's good? Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 20 within the first hour, 30 to 50 overall, and we'll obviously 100 in the donos on every single stream. We got Monday Night Raw on, as well as the Natty. What is better than that? Nothing. Second down and 8. Man in motion. Shotgun set. Leonard decides to run it. Checks up. Bouncing it to the outside, diving for the marker. Third down and 3 at the Buckeye 7. And you might as well keep running it with Leonard as long as he doesn't, get fatigued in this game. But obviously they have a game plan. They know Jeremiah Love's knee is not 100%. And the person that's going to have the biggest threat with their legs is going to be the quarterback. It's going to be Riley Leonard. The more he can use his legs, the better chance Notre Dame can win this game. Now, if they would have just went with Jeremiah Love and Price, Jadarian Price, that would be a big risk. Third down and 3. Obviously, the offensive line has to do their job. Keeper, he slips. And just short. Fourth down and 1 at the Buckeye 6. Now, you already went for it on fourth down once. Do you go for it again and just go straight up, right, with Riley Leonard? He should be able to get you a yard. But if that little hesitation and that slip right there, but keep going with Riley Leonard. It looks like Marcus Freeman got my memo. I said Riley Leonard, Riley Leonard, Riley Leonard, and they're doing that on this first drive. I don't think any Irish fan or Buckeye fan really saw this coming. There's a few of us that, thought that this could work, but we didn't know if Marcus Freeman was going to implement it. Now another 4th down opportunity here. 4th and 1. Blockers up front. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Fighting Irish. 1st and goal at the 1, and do it again, baby. Do it again. Do it again, baby. And again, for the Fighting Irish to win, this is going to be the only way you're going to be able to do it. Not saying that Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price are not capable, but again, look how many rushes he has already. 8 rushes for 33 yards. And that's what's going to get you the victory. They're going to have to start putting a spy on him, and we'll see if Will Howard will use his legs as an advantage as well. 1st and goal. 8 carries on the opening drive. We've never seen a quarterback run it this much. Touchdown, Irish. Let's go. 9 carries that were designed for the quarterback against this arguably number 1 defense, or one of the top defenses in college football. You couldn't have scripted a better start, and how ballsy is that? But it shows you this Notre Dame Fighting Irish team is a little different. They're a little bit better than the previous teams with Manti Te'o, in the past when they played Bama. This definitely feels like it's much closer than people think, and they got an X factor, and his name is Riley Leonard. Use those legs. You are a dog. You see Drew McIntyre? Seth Rollins going to be battling it out here today. Extra point is up and good. And I'm going to be honest, besides the Ohio State ass kicking that they gave Oregon in that first half, and they put up 34, this was probably the best opening drive that I've seen out of any team, kind of going outside of the norm and having to adjust to the Buckeye defense with Jack Sawyer and JT and all these NFL players that they have on that other side. But to be that ballsy, to be able to say, you know what, we're going to go crazy with Riley Leonard, and we're just going to trust you to use your legs. I mean, I have never seen a game, let alone in the college football playoff, the BCS, the national championship, or even a regular season game, where they use the quarterback's legs like this when primarily he isn't really a runner. Normally he'll have maybe 3 or 4 design runs in a game, not 8 or 9 in the first drive. Awesome. And definitely that gives Notre Dame the confidence that they need. Marcus Freeman, I'm telling y'all, this is going to be a big part of college football, regardless if Notre Dame wins or if they lose. This guy is great for college football since we don't have Jim Harbaugh or Nick Saban anymore. Nice job, Riley. Fucking A. This is exactly what I wanted to see, baby. Awesome start. Awesome start. Yeah, and then, look at that clock and how much clock they took off. I mean, a methodical drive, play after play after play after play. 9 carries, 34 yards, and a tutty for a guy that normally isn't a runner. Genius? Brilliant? Einstein? Let's go. And sometimes, you have to do something that the defense isn't prepared for. And I guarantee they were not prepared for Riley Leonard to give you. The only thing that we're going to have to worry about is fatigue out of Riley. But god damn, I like what I'm seeing so far. Let's go. All right, Buckeyes, your turn. Obviously you guys have more NFL players, but we'll see Will Howard if the defense is going to get to him, or, if the offensive line can do their job so Howard can go to Henderson and his key weapons at wide receiver like Jeremiah Smith, who was a decoy in the last game against Texas, or Emeka Egbuka. Let's go. Yeah. And, I wasn't really too sure if Dante Moore, was going to be, the guy, but after reading and watching film, there's a chance that he could even be better than Dylan Gabriel. But again, we have to be playing our best football, and again, if we can end up getting more and more 5-star recruits, to come through, if we can get our own Jeremiah Smith, which we ended up signing one of those 5-star receivers, hopefully that connection with more to more can help us go a little bit further than we went this year. What a start. All right, Fighting Irish with the kickoff. Marcos Pineda with a fiver. Thank you, Marcos. All right, we're at 5, 95 to go. Appreciate you, my guy. If you're in the room, let me know what you want to do photo-wise. If not, I'll throw up some for you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. He's a Beaver fan and a Hawk fan as well. Appreciate you. Yeah, well, the Dante Moore, he was already on the team. He was the backup, but I got you. What do you want? You want Seahawks? Is there a particular player that you want? You want like Marshawn Lynch, or you want someone from college football? Well, you let me know, man. Whatever you want. It could be a Beaver player from back in the day that you love. You know, it could end up being a Seahawk throwback player or a present player. You let me know, and I got you. (7-0) Fighting Irish. And we got the Usos in the ring. Jey Uso. You can never go wrong with some Marshawn. Let's go, baby. Appreciate you very, very much. Let's go. See what the Buckeyes can do here to respond. Sean Alexander, I got you. I'll get that when we get up here next. You have the same thing on my head right there on the brain. You know, we were thinking running back. I just did Marshawn, but we can get some Sean Alexander up there as well. Handoff. Henderson. Good 5-yard gain. Second down and 5 at the Buckeye 30. There's your Sean Alexander. I got you, my guy. Stud. Appreciate you, Marcos. We're at 5, 95 to go. Had some elite players at that position back in the day. 7-0 Notre Dame. And they went very, very heavy with their quarterback. And that was really the difference so far. Jey Uso and Gunther in the ring right now for Monday Night Raw as well. STL in the building. What's good? Absolutely. One of the best. If you actually think of like two offensive linemen and running back, it's hard to find a better trio than that. I mean, it's one of the best of all time. Travion Henderson, no gain. Pass complete to Jeremiah Smith for 7 yards. First down, Buckeyes. He won't be a decoy today. Megan in the building, what's good? Nice to be able to see the Kraken win. I watched a little bit of that today. Howard, check down. Scott with the catch. Second down and 6 at the Buckeye 41. Travion Henderson, nice cut. Another good cut, bouncing it to the outside. First down, Buckeyes. Nice run by Travion Henderson there, trying to hush the crowd. Quinshawn Judkins, oh baby. First down, Buckeyes. Jeremiah Smith loss of 5 yards there. Judkins, the good play of the previous, but again, not every play for Jeremiah Smith is going to be positive yards. Great defense by the Fighting Irish to stop Jeremiah Smith. Big loss of 5-6 yards there. Second down and 16. Second down and 15 on the Notre Dame 30. Shotgun set. Play action fake. Bootleg. Howard keeping his eyes downfield. There he is. Emeka Egbuka. Almost a first down. Third down and 3. Manageable now. From the state of Washington, just a few hundred miles away from me. Just imagine if the Huskies were able to lock in JT on defense and Emeka Egbuka on offense. What could have been? I mean, there's some great players that are from the Pacific Northwest. Howard, design run for him. First down, Buckeyes, trying to copy the trend. Ryan Day, Will Howard. Hey, he says, well, if Riley Leonard's going to use his legs for 9 carries, why don't we use Will Howard a little bit? Positive yards there. I like it. End of the first quarter, 7-0, Fighting Irish. Let's go. And we got Gunther and Jay battling it out here on Monday Night Raw. Get him, Jay. All right, let's get a couple photos up here for Marcos. We're at 5. 95 to go. Marcos obviously being a big Hawk fan, like a few of you all in the room, with Megan and Reflect and Captain as well. It's a Hawk party, baby. They got New Day and JBL on Monday Night Raw. Appreciate you, Marcos. We're at 5:95 to go. End of the first quarter, 7-0, Fighting Irish. Marcus Freeman, I see you. Oh, Rey Mysterio coming out with the LWO gear on Monday Night Raw. Okay, baby. Reflect with the $5. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. Let me know what you want for photos, if any, and I got you. Howard, hands off. Nice cut. Judkins, minimal gain. Second down and 6 at the Notre Dame 8. Fantastic job by Marcus Freeman. Let's see if Ryan Day has something cooking with Chip Kelly. Little fake. Howard, screen pass. Wide open. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That was a Chip Kelly call through and through. Did you see how Will Howard, really sold that play action? That was awesome. And again, Will Howard, plenty of time. Jeremiah Smith just walking it into the end zone. That was beautiful. That had Chip written all over it. We used to run a play like that at Oregon, very similar to that one. And, trying to use some misdirection with guys going different directions, right then left. And then obviously the offensive line going one way and nobody waiting towards the sideline. A very easy touchdown there for Jeremiah Smith from Will Howard. Extra point is up and good. The Buckeyes respond, which we knew they would. And we're knotted up at 7. Let's go. Okay, Ryan. Okay, Chip. I mean, that kind of reminded me a little bit of Peyton Manning, when he would run play action, he would run to the running back very, fast, and he would do the same motion every single time, and you just never knew if he was going to hand it off or tuck it at the last second and then try to run a bootleg or play action. But that was probably one of the best sells for Will Howard all season, and what a better, time to get it done than in the national championship when you're down by 7. Awesome job by Howard and Jeremiah Smith. All right, Chip, you're cooking. I see you. We knew this was going to be a good natty, and it definitely is delivered. Touchdowns for both teams already. Let's go. And we had 5 for Marcos, 5 for Reflect, and 5 with Captain. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. Let me know what you guys want to do for photos. Reflect and Captain, I got you. Let me know. Yes, sir. We got Monday Night Raw on a commercial right now. 7-7 with 14:10 left in the second quarter. And I think really the main thing, again, I felt like if they were going to go with a traditional, Jeremiah Love, and they were, he's got a knee issue, and they were just going to go running the football, and kind of doing a normal type of strategy against the Buckeyes, that's when you're going to end up losing by a shitload. So you have to be able to kind of think outside the box. And, some teams play, checkers, and others play chess. But really, the difference is using Riley Leonard as your primary option and using his legs. Buckeyes did not have that on the cards, and hopefully that he doesn't get fatigued and tired. Because if Leonard can end up running for over 100 yards in this game, the chances of them winning go up dramatically compared to him only getting maybe 30 to 40 yards like in a traditional normal game. He got that in the first drive by himself, and that stunned the Buckeyes. I don't think I've seen that type of kind of switch up where it stunned, the team that was heavily favored. Buckeyes are favored by 8.5. So I like being able to see this Notre Dame team showing that, hey, they got fight, they got grit, and that they play just like their coach. Let's see if they can get another touchdown here on their second possession. And we got Bailey and Nia Jax on Raw. JBL in the building. All right, I see JBL. Clothesline from hell. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday. Weather is, a little cold out here in the Pacific Northwest. I've been taking walks with Paisley in like 20-degree weather, so it's been pretty chilly. But again, we love to go on adventures and get that exercise for our mental health. Megan with a fiver. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. John Alexander went to the Ring of Honor. That's very cool. Now we got Kofi and Xavier Woods coming down here on Monday Night Raw. Obviously playing the heel role perfectly. Are we going to get Riley Leonard running it a lot again here? I'm very curious to see how they use Riley Leonard on this next drive. And obviously the adjustments that they potentially are going to have to make on the Buckeye side as well. Shannon in the building. How are you? Good to hear. We're happy to have you. All right, Marcus Freeman, being the first African-American, Asian-American. Dad was black. Mom was Korean. You know, it's pretty cool to be able to see someone of color being able to lead his team, you know, all the way to the Natty. Again, their diversity hires are far and few between. If you're skilled, it shouldn't matter what color of skin or ethnic background that you have. But again, you know, in the past, it was pretty biased. Now, the idea of, you know, having females getting more jobs as coaches or assistant coaches or on the staff, as well as people of color, pretty cool to be able to see the expansion, you know, from just the norm that it was maybe 20, 30 years ago to where we're at right now. Riley Leonard pass incomplete to Collins, and really that's going to be the main question, right, for this team with Marcus Freeman. They have a huge disadvantage with their wide receivers and tight ends compared to the Buckeyes on the opposite side. Wide receivers is, you know, they have Great House and a couple others, but they're not really in the same level as Ohio State. So we'll see what they do here. Man in motion, shotgun set, and we got a dead ball. False start on the Fighting Irish, self-inflicted wounds. Kofi Kingston versus Rey Mysterio on Monday Night Raw. Second down and 15 at the Notre Dame 20. Let's go, Riley. Show us. Shotgun set. Blitz right up the middle. Leonard avoids the sack lunch. How did he do that? Floater. Pass is caught, but it might be a hold on that offensive line. That blitz right up the middle was perfectly timed and good awareness by Riley Leonard. Self-inflicted wounds, but when you got a blitz right up the middle, it happens. Shotgun set. Handoff. Price. Short game. That pass complete to Evans for 8 yards. 4th down and 15. They're going to have to punt. Fourth down and 15. Good defense there by the Buckeyes. Chief in the building. What's good? Notre Dame with the punt. Good defense there by Jack Sawyer and company. Let's see what the Buckeyes got in store here on their second opportunity. Chip has been cooking. We got a penalty, though. What's good, bro? All right, I got Paisley in here now. She missed Dad already. All right, let me know what I can do for photos for Reflect, Captain, and Megan. We got Marcos with some Sean Alexander and Marshawn Lynch. So for the other 3 Hawk fans, we had 4 Hawk fans showing love today, and I appreciate that. And hopefully we'll get a few other fans on the channel to show some love for not only Monday Night Raw, but for the Natty. We're up 7-7, Buckeyes and Fighting Irish. Girl, I love you. Got you. And we got Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio on Monday Night Raw. It feels like the card for this Monday Night Raw isn't as big as the first 2 weeks, but hopefully there'll still be some good matches. Main event should be good. Little Jim Zorn, little Steve Largent. Can't go wrong there. Appreciate you. Good choice with the Gino. Mecca Agbuka, first down, Buckeyes. Just trying to squeeze in a couple photos there for you. All right, Mecca, I see you. We'll see him on Sundays at some point. All right, Will Howard. All right, Ryan Day. All right, Chip. Dial in. Play action fake. He sold that one just like he did on that touchdown. First down, Buckeyes. Now, just imagine if Will Howard had that type of intensity, running this play action with such conviction, right, that you're going to hand the ball off to tuck his head down and then giving that extra time for that receiver to get open to get that first down. Howard to Tate. First down, Buckeyes. sometimes just that extra effort on being able to tuck your head down and, really sell that you're going to hand the football off, and then you end up running a nice play action or bootleg can really be the difference in a game. Shotgun set. Henderson. Short game. No, I had the photos up, but I'll throw them up again once your pizza arrives. So once we go into a commercial break here in a second, I'll be able to throw those up for you again. Matt in the building, what's good? Howard to Emeka Egbuka for 3. 3rd down and 5. Third down and 5 for Howard, Day, and Chip. Well, Howard using his legs, and we seen that on the other side there with the Fighting Irish with Riley Leonard. And again, I imagine Chip Kelly is going to be dialing this play in. This one wasn't a design run, but again, no quarterback spy. Howard is definitely capable. First down, Buckeyes. Giving Notre Dame a little bit of their own medicine that they had with Riley Leonard running for 9 carries in the first drive and scoring a tutty. Chip is like, well, if it worked for them, it can work for us. That wasn't a design run, but hell, you don't got no quarterback spy 20 yards away. You might as well tuck it and go. Good decision there by Will Howard. First down, Buckeyes. Shotgun set. Emeka Egbuka again. Howard to Egbuka for 12 yards. First down, Buckeyes. First down and 10 at the Notre Dame 20. Chip in his bag. Ryan Day loving it. Timeout, Buckeyes. All right, let's get the photos up here for Megan when she was getting her pizza. And we'll get a couple more Genos up too for Captain and Reflect. Got some Zorns. We got some Genos. We'll throw up some Steves. We got Sami Zayn coming up next on Monday Night Raw. Some goats there. The Buckeyes and Largent on the sideline. Very cool. Largent high stepping before it was a thing. Yeah, I saw that he does VR and whatnot, very, very early, in the building and, going through different VR setups and whatnot and, trying to take the game into a different type of level. Jaden Daniels, like I said, might be one of the most mature quarterbacks that I've seen in quite some time. With all that pressure around him, there definitely is many, many reasons why he's excelling, at this level so quickly. Obviously, you have to have a good supporting cast at quarterback, but I really do feel that this quarterback class will be one of the best quarterback classes that we've had in a long time. We got Jaden Daniels, you got Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr. as the starter next year to really show what he can do in a full season, and then we still got Caleb, Drake May, and J.J. McCarthy, who could end up being somebody. So, exciting. Judkins, gain of 4. Second down and 8 at the Notre Dame 18. I told you I read a lot, man. Like I said, anything that I see, like I said, there's going to be a few things that might slip through the cracks that I, might have not seen, depending on where the articles are coming out of. But, if it ends up, being on my timeline, I usually take extra time to go through and read and watch extra film. So if you got any other information on that, let me know. And I would love to read up on anything additional that maybe I haven't read. Well, Howard, they run for 4 yards. They're getting close now at the Notre Dame 9. Third down and 2. Howard, design run, just like Riley Leonard. Smart decision. And sometimes you got to feed, off of the momentum in the game and also what the other team is doing. They didn't probably anticipate Marcus Freeman was going to go with Riley Leonard for 9 carries on the first drive. But hell, both guys are capable. Running backs at times for Notre Dame, are, with obviously Love and Price. Love's got a knee issue, so he's not 100%. Price, a pretty good RB2. But again, it's sometimes, even with Travion Henderson and some of the others that you got, Judkins, sometimes just keeping the ball in the quarterback's hands, if they're a capable runner, is just as good, sometimes even better. First and goal. Hand off. Judkins breaks a tackle. Oh! Touchdown! Buckeyes. Quinshon Judkins with the tutty. Oh, seriously. Especially someone as controversial as the Boz, too. He's loving it now. Chip loving it, too. I mean, they got 2 head coaches. But if anything, this guy saved this guy's job. We know that. And if they ever fire this guy can be the head coach. What an easy transition. And then this guy is great for college football. All right, Howard. All right, Judkins. Extra point is up and good. 14-7 Buckeyes. Good game. All right, Notre Dame, your turn. All right, Sami Zayn in the ring for Monday Night Raw. Nice stiff arm there by Judkins to punch that in. All right, Paisley was in here and then she left, so I'm going to go check up on her. Give me 1 sec. All right, just had to tuck my baby in, give her some dinner, and make sure that she's situated. That's going to be exciting. We'll do a live stream for that for sure. See if I can squeeze in a couple more for Captain and for Reflect and for Megan here and Marcos for their support. See if I can squeeze in at least 1 or 2 more here before we get into the action. Is it baseball season yet? All right, Fighting Irish, your turn. All right, Buckeyes with the kick. We got KO coming out, confronting Sami Zayn. All right, Marcus Freeman, let's go, baby. You can't go away from using Riley Leonard as a runner. You got to keep going that route. You went away from it on the second drive, and you paid the price. You have to make sure that you keep going with what's working. There we go. Smart man. Went back to Leonard for the keeper. 5-yard gain. There you go. Third down and 5. Passing complete to Mitchell. And again, really the thing that you're going to notice is that the wide receivers for Notre Dame compared to Ohio State's, it's not even, it's like you're watching varsity going against freshmen. It's a pretty big discrepancy there. Leonard, incomplete. Pressure up the gut. Offensive line getting pushed around a little bit by that Buckeye defense. Man in motion. Fumble. Oh, my God. The Irish got lucky. Holy cow. That could have been huge. Another punt. and hit the man that was going in motion, number 88. They are extremely lucky, and he actually got the scoop right there as well. Unbelievable. Got to be cleaner than that. You can't turn over the football in the playoffs, regardless if it's college football or the NFL. If your quarterback turns over the football, you are done. Back-to-back 3-and-outs. Come on, Fighting Irish. Because the Buckeyes would have scored a touchdown on that drive if, it would have taken them 1 or 2 plays. And then if they're up 21-7, good night. I mean, it's probably over at that point, momentum-wise, with Uncle Mo. I got KO on the mic. Sami Zayn listening. And I'm glad that Notre Dame recovered the fumble because I don't want the game to be over yet. I want it to be close. I mean, best case scenario, whoever has the ball last wins, but I don't know if that's going to happen in this game. It doesn't really feel like whoever has the ball last is going to win. But, unless Notre Dame can match the, energy in winning the line of scrimmage on the O-line and the D-line, and obviously having, wide receivers and tight ends that aren't as athletics as the Buckeyes. Screen pass. Howard to Jeremiah Smith. Two-yard gain. Travion Henderson run right up the gut for a yard, 3rd down and 7. And again, they're playing good defense. They just need to be able to get to Will Howard. Make him uncomfortable. Yeah, Jeremiah Smith is Geno Smith's cousin. Good family ties. Yeah, they ran a big report on that at the very beginning of the year. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. Notre Dame needs a turnover bad. All right, let's see what Howard does. This is a little bit too long, you would think, for him to use his legs for a first down, but is it? Riley Leonard and Will Howard are capable. Daniel in the building. Howard, pressure. Oh, my God, he's open. Ennis, first down, Buckeyes. Wow. The last thing you want if you're Notre Dame is Ennis making fucking plays for you, against you. All right, Brandon, I see you. That guy's so down on the depth chart, as far as making plays. You don't want to get burnt by him. Good tackle there by the Fighting Irish. Second down and 11. 12 minutes. You know what time it is? Time for a snack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. 3rd down and 7. What's good, bro? In that previous play, Travion Henderson run for 4. Third down and 7 at the OSU 45. And we are at the 2-minute timeout. Notre Dame came out strong and punched him in the mouth 7-0. But since then, they kind of stopped going to Riley Leonard. I'm not sure, based off fatigue or just wanting to do something a little bit different. But you don't stop doing something that's working for your football team. You have to understand that this team right here has got more NFL players, more athletic bodies, that wide receiver and running back. And again, if you're getting guys like fucking Brandon Inniss getting first downs against the Fighting Irish, you're never going to win this game. Yeah, you have to make sure that, guys that are so low on the depth chart don't hurt you. Like, it's one thing, to have Judkins hurt you, or Henderson to hurt you, or Smith is expected, or like Buka, but you can't have Brandon Inniss hurt you too. Something's got to give. Notre Dame needs a turnover bad. We'll see if they get one. Braun Breaker and Sheamus face-to-face on Monday Night Raw. Sheamus with a nice push. Yeah, I mean, it's not like they talk about it all the time. It's not like they talk about, the cousin relationship in every, matchup for the Buckeyes, or, they talk about it, for Seahawks games every game. It's like if you just, tuned in, at the right time, you might have caught it. And it also depends on if you're on social media. And, obviously, not everyone is going to be on social media as much as others. So. Two-minute warning, 14-7 Buckeyes. 3rd down and 7 at the Buckeye 45. Yeah, but there's a lot of things that you get the memo on that a lot of people don't know at all. So, you always go deep diving with the stats and the analytics. A personal relationship from one player to another, not as important necessarily compared to, deep diving on the stat lines. Matt liked that one. How you doing today, Matt? Doing a little bit better today? Travis Scott and a lot of celebrities there, obviously on the sideline. Big 3rd down and 7 play here on the Buckeye 45. Pressure up the gut. That looked like a huge hold on the Buckeyes. No call. Tate with another catch. First down, Buckeyes. Carnell Tate. You can't have Tate and Inniss, wear you down. Howard, 12 for 12. It's ridiculous. Uh-oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is. Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Got him with a shoestring. Nice tackle by Burnham. Stay safe out there. Keep your head up, my guy. Absolutely, we do. You got to be able to have things to look forward to. Again, life is really about, it's kind of a, kind of cheesy type of, saying and whatnot, but it is true. There is a little bit of truth to it, but, like life is, like 10% of like what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Everyone's got bad shit that happens to them, but it really depends on how you react to bad news and bad things, and some people handle it a little bit better than others, but that takes time and maturity. So, and I know you'll be able to get to that point as you get older and older. Things won't bother you as much, hopefully. Blitz by Notre Dame. First down, Buckeyes. Jeremiah Smith again. Howard to Smith. They're making it look like clockwork out there. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's Smith, Egbuka, Henderson, Judkins, Ennis, Tate. I mean, they got so many options. Unbelievable player. And we're going to have more to more for the Ducks. 5-star, player just like Jeremiah Smith, and that's what we need. First down and 10. Pass incomplete to Henderson. Wow, he almost caught that too. Incomplete. Exactly. You got it. Roxanne Perez there, ringside in the front row. Bailey on Monday Night Raw. Second down and 10. Howard run for 11 yards. First down, Buckeyes. And they're taking exactly what Marcus Freeman decided to do to them, right, with Riley Leonard. They said, hell, hey, what do we want to do, Chip? Chip's like, hey, let's copy them. Let's do the same thing that they did to us, and it's working. Will Howard with a nice scramble of 11 yards. First down, Buckeyes. Travion Henderson run for 6. Second down and 4 on the Notre Dame 6. They're about to score again. They got too many NFL players, too much athleticism. Like if Notre Dame had better tight ends and better wide receivers, it would make me feel a little bit more comfortable. Again, they're going to need that big defensive play, that pick six, that fumble for a touchdown to kind of even this game out. If they don't get it, in the second half, it's going to be really hard for them to win. Play is dead. Nia Jackson Bailey. Nia with the pin, only a 1 count. Flag on the play. Ryan Day not happy about that. Let's see what the call is. No foul on the play, okay. And then a timeout. Chip is in his bag. All right, we'll see what they have cooking here. 14-7, and obviously if they go up 21-7, it's not going to be impossible, but just, Ohio State is the best team in college football. Notre Dame obviously earned the right to get to this particular matchup, but again, the lack of having, top-end wide receivers and tight ends, that might be the thing that ultimately crushes Notre Dame's chances unless the defense can step up in the second half, or they go with more Riley Leonard running the football like they did on that first drive. I know they don't want him to get fatigued, but that's going to be the only way that you win this game or keep it close, as Riley Leonard has to run the ball a lot, and the offensive line has to block well for him. Easier said than done. Bailey outside of the ring to Nia on the crossbody, and then Roxanne Perez right in her face. Let's go. Bailey, big shot to Roxanne Perez. Howard, second down and 4, decides to run, looks up, touchdown, Buckeyes. Quinshon Judkins. It's just too much Buckeyes. They just have too many NFL players, and that's really what it comes down to. They got two head coaches in Ryan Day and Chip Kelly. This guy saved this guy's job. But again, when you got Howard, even though I don't really think he's going to be a great NFL prospect, with Jeremiah Smith, Emeka Egbuka, you got Henderson, you got Judkins, you got Tate, you got Innes. I mean, it just doesn't stop. And now they got the extra point up and good, 21-7 Buckeyes. And I think a lot of us, you might have, wanted to root for Notre Dame, but even the people that are rooting for Notre Dame know that the Buckeyes have more athletes, and it's going to take a special game with no mistakes and some extra to win. You're not going to just be able to play good ball and beat the Buckeyes. You have to play the best game of the season to beat them. 21-7 Buckeyes. And that's really what it comes down to. I'm talking to Odin. He's watching the game because he only has one screen available. Otherwise, he'd be here. But really what it comes down to is one team, has some NFL players and the other has many NFL players. And really what it comes down to is you need athletes to be able to make plays and not just normal athletes, freakish athletes to be able to make big plays. And it's very clear. One team has a couple, and the other team has got a shitload of players on offense and defense. Now, Notre Dame's defense is good, but again, the lack of having, a couple more guys up front on that O-line and more wide receiver and tight end help is what's kind of holding them back. But we'll see what Notre Dame has cooking here, and hopefully, for their sake, they can get at least a field goal here in the last 27 seconds. That's going to be easier said than done. But 21-10 or 21-14 is a hell of a lot better than 21-7, and the Buckeyes get the ball back. So just imagine if the Buckeyes score on the opening drive, then it would be 28-7, and then it would be really over. Little screen. I don't know about that conservative play calling. I don't think I like that. And they're just going to give up just like that? Come on, Notre Dame. You're not going to win if you're not going to take advantage of the clock. Halftime, 21-7 Buckeyes. I don't like that at all. Yeah, you could have ended up getting an interception, but you never know. You could have gotten a PI. Just chuck it deep on a couple throws, and you might have been able to get a field goal. And who knows? Maybe that could have been something big. Down 21-10 is a lot better than 21-7, especially when the Buckeyes get the ball in the second half. I absolutely don't like that clock management by Notre Dame there. Unfortunate. Yeah, but also let's be honest, right? The bottom part of the bracket was much easier than the top part of the bracket. Like the bottom part of the bracket was easy, and so they took advantage of that easy path. Like I said, Ohio State's path was hard, just like Oregon and Texas at the top. Those are the teams that really had to battle it out and had a hard time. The bottom part of the bracket was pretty fucking easy. Let's be honest. The SEC is no longer the SEC, so obviously the Georgia win, if it was a couple years ago, it would have been a little bit more meaningful, and it still was a meaningful win, but it's not like Georgia and Bama are the same as they were in years past. And, again, Notre Dame earned it, but again, almost any good team at the top, if they were on the bottom part, Oregon, Texas, Ohio State, they could have made it down on that bottom half of that bracket too. Just saying. 21-7 Buckeyes. LeBron loves it. He's thinking about flopping already. All right, what kind of photos do we want to be able to put up here? Let me know. Keep me busy. And we got Bailey and Nia Jackson on Raw, so let me turn that up. Let me turn the volume down on the stream a little bit here. And we got Bailey and Nia Jax on Monday Night Raw here. Anything that you want to be able to see reflect? We're at 20, 80 to go. Wow, sunset flip on Nia Jax. Wow. Two count for Bailey. 2. All right, keep me busy. For the people that donated, you want to see something, let me know. Or even to the people that haven't donated yet, not JT, you got a photo of something that you want to share that is personal to you or something that you like, whether it be football related or not, let me know. And I got you. 21-7 Buckeyes. I would like to say that I'm surprised, but I really am not. I mean, the biggest surprise was obviously Riley Leonard rushing for 9 carries and having design runs and getting off to a 7-0 lead, but then they went away from that. They needed to continue to do that the whole first half, and maybe they would only be down 21-14 right now if that was the case. And I don't like the clock management there at the end just to give up with 27 seconds left. You never know. You throw 2 Hail Marys, you might get a PI, maybe a lucky catch. You get a field goal, you're probably still going to lose, but hell, 21-10 is a hell of a lot better than 21-7. And again, if the Buckeyes score off the opening drive in the second half, it is over. So no matter what Notre Dame does for the rest of the third and fourth quarter. But you let me know. Keep me busy. Zay in the building. What's good? What's good, bro? And obviously that was a little bit of a surprise early on, but again, whether it's fatigue or just trying to run other plays, Love, his knee is shot, so they can't really rely on him or Price that much. They have some skill set there, but again, Love has to be 100%. Price is a good change of pace back, but again, they just don't have enough athletes and enough coaching like these guys. I mean, we got 2 head coaches. Howard has played great in this college football playoff. In the regular season, he was kind of mid, and in the playoff, he's played like a top 5 quarterback. Oh, 2 count from Bailey on Nia Jax. Wow. And then, too much Jeremiah Smith, too much Emeka Egbuka, too much Travion Henderson, too much Quinshon Junkins, too much Jack Sawyer, and then even the lower name guys, Brandon Innes and Carnell Tate making plays. I mean, hell, if you're getting guys that are 3rd, 4th, 5th string, in the depth chart at wide receiver making plays, you have no chance at that point. Big Samoan drop there by Nia Jax. Oh! Senton. And you're going to need a Rocky Balboa type of performance from the Fighting Irish. Nia trying to Rikichi on Bailey. 2, 3. And it's over. Nia Jax doing her best Rikichi impression. All right, Nia. Bailey getting her chest caved in, but you could definitely tell Nia didn't fall completely on her, because if Nia goes up on the top or second rope and puts all her weight on somebody's clavicle and other parts of their body are going to be crushed. Ribs crushed, clavicle crushed. Oh, Ripley coming down. She says, I want some. Well, that's what happens when they're the best team in college football. We need better players. Again, and the Big Ten is the best conference in college football, and we're a part of that. So you got to remember the guys that we had on our offense weren't good enough. We need more DeAnthony Thomas, LaMichael James type of guys, or even like next Marcus Mariota, Justin Herbert. The guys that we had, we overachieved to the highest degree. But when it comes down to playing a team that's got way more NFL players than us, that's really the end result. The team that's got the most NFL players typically wins. Why do you think Alabama and Georgia won so often? Right? Because they had more NFL players than Ohio State and Michigan, where they are Notre Dame in the past. Ohio State and Michigan had a couple, right? But Alabama and fucking Georgia had like 40, So, how are you supposed to compete with 40 NFL players, offense, defense, special teams, and the other team's got 10? It's just, you just can't keep up. That's just the problem. Well, once we end up having enough talent, then it'll be our time, But, again, Ripley over the top. And you also have to think they have this. Our former coach, who's brilliant, So again, this is the only team in college football that's got two head coaches. That literally, if they said Ryan Day, you're fired, Chip could step in immediately and be a better recruiter and call the plays and be a head coach and be respected. So again, they have more talent, than everyone else, and it shows. We just have to get to that level, and at least we got Dante Moore, and then obviously getting Moore, the 5-star wide receiver, and we'll see what happens with that, and we can get the Moore-to-Moore connection. DeCorian Moore. It's going to be huge. Yeah, I do anticipate that Dante Moore will be better than Dylan Gabriel because he'll be able to run the football better. He's got a good arm, and if this was a couple years ago, I would have said no. But based on what I've seen, with the other players and whatnot, and then if we end up getting, a couple 5-star guys, the best wide receiver coming in, like Jeremiah Smith and DeCorian Moore, if he ends up being just like Jeremiah Smith, that might be the piece that we need to kind of keep up with the teams like the Buckeyes and others that are going to try to take our glory. So. And it's not like Dylan Gabriel was bad, but he's just not Bo Nix and he's not Justin Herbert. He's not on that same level where they're going to succeed in the NFL. I really highly doubt that Dylan Gabriel will be anything in the NFL. He'll be a project QB, but I don't think anyone anticipates him being as good as Herbert or Bo Nix or even a Marcus Mariota. So, and again, great story, bringing a guy, from the islands and whatnot. But again, if you really look at the offense, we don't really have a lot of NFL elite talent, on that team. We just had great coaching and we overachieved. We need LaMichael James, DeAnthony Thomas type of players, and we didn't have any, and it hurt us. Defense needs to be better as well, and we'll start getting some 5-star guys on the D-line and the linebacking core as well as the secondary defense. And you got to think, we had one bad half. We went undefeated. We had one bad half, and that was the end of the season. And then we had held them to 7 after. So, we just can't have a letdown like that. But also, too, having a month off killed us. And it killed every single team that had the bye. Everyone lost, not just us. So. Jacob in the building. What's good? But again, you got to crawl before you walk. And again, to lose to a team like this, that the Big Ten is king now. That it may come down to Ohio State and Oregon, being in the Natty or being deep in the college football playoff for many years to come. We just have to wait our turn. Did you end up seeing that one-handed catch by Moore in the highlight package? And then you ended up seeing Travis Hunter tried to give him a congratulatory little high five and slipped and whatnot. But I don't know if you ended up seeing that play reflect, but it was 1-on-2, went up and grabbed it with one hand and then ended up doing like 10 jukes and then ended up getting into the end zone. So if he ends up being anything similar to Jeremiah Smith and what they're saying that he will be, that could be really the biggest X factor for Oregon and having the more-to-more connection. So can't wait for that. Eight teams instead of 12 because we have over 100 Division I. I mean, if you're going to have 14 out of 32 in the NFL, you can't do 8 out of over 100. That's just how it goes. We just have to make sure that we don't get a bye. But again, we don't have very many tough games. We got Indiana next year, but they may not be as good. And then the toughest game will be at Penn State. So it kind of shows you it's better to lose a couple games early on, let someone else win the Big Ten championship, and then we have a loss or two, and then we go into the college football playoff, play every week, and then find ourselves in the Natty. You end up going undefeated or have one loss, and then you have a bye, you're at a huge disadvantage. You have to keep playing, so... I just sent it to you. I sent it to... All right, the first one was a little bit blurry, and I'll send you another different camera angle there. But look at this. Look at this particular catch, 1-on-2, and then look at all the jukes and the moves afterwards. It's insane. I mean, this guy is a Jeremiah Smith clone, and again, he's got the jukes, the spin moves, the stiff arms, the speed, and he can go up one-handed on two defenders. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's going to be probably the best wide receiver, maybe ever that Oregon has ever been able to lock down. I mean, obviously we've had some pretty good ones over the years, Keenan Howery, Sammy Parker, and then obviously a lot of the guys lately, with Troy Franklin and a few others. But I don't think we've ever really had, the DeAnthony Thomas, LaMichael James type of player, and this guy will be in the same category as LaMichael and DeAnthony. And again, we typically don't have guys like that every year. In the Chip Kelly era, we had those two. But think about in the Oregon Duck history, have we had anybody as explosive as LaMichael and DeAnthony since then? And the answer is no, we haven't. And again, we're going to need guys like that if we want to be able to, go to the next level. So. Incredibly special player. We haven't seen anything like that in a long fucking time. And again, that's what it's about, is getting guys like that. And especially when we're going to have to be matching up against the Buckeyes and obviously Penn State and Michigan and Indiana and all of those teams, we're going to need our, big guy. We're going to need our 5-star guy, to match up with their 5-star guys. And, even with that being said, we might still not be able to, win a natty or get to a natty, but we should be able to go a little bit further with electric players like this. So, all right, enjoy your walk. I'll still be here. 21-7, we're at halftime. But definitely the most impressive wide receiver that I've seen come into the Ducks maybe ever. I mean, he could have went anywhere. LSU, Texas. I mean, pretty much it's like you choose. And he decided, pretty crazy that, but the way that Oregon has been building the program, that was a big part of it. And we've been waiting for a guy like that. We had the short guys with LaMichael and D'Anthony. Now we're able to get a guy that's a little bit bigger that can give us the same type of results. Did you decide on a photo, not JT, that you want to see? Springtime picture. Okay. Like just springtime scenery? Do springtime scenery in Washington. I imagine I can find some nice HD 4K photos. Maybe Mount Rainier or some other places. I love looking at pictures of water and the trees and the mountains and the snow. That's probably why I like watching Discovery, History, and Nat Geo so much, because again, it definitely does wonders for your mental health. They say, even if you have like some kind of stream or pond, nearby, that when you stare, at water or water flowing, even if it's just for like a couple minutes, your blood pressure goes way, way down. Your mental health goes way, way up. Even just taking a couple minutes out of your day just to be near water, to see water flowing, and again, some of us are luckier than others to have like lakes and rivers and things of water nearby. But, this is heaven for me. I was, talking to family and thinking that, like Alaska and, those people that live those self-sufficient lives, like life below zero. I don't know if I could live there, but I definitely would love to visit. And me and Paisley love the outdoors and, being outside in nature. I don't know in my past life, if I, had some type of, kind of caveman instincts, living the old school life where you have to kind of, survive on your own. But, with the landscape, with the mountains and the water body and the rivers and the lakes and the trees, this is absolutely heaven for me and Paisley. It's beautiful. Extended halftime here, 21-7 Buckeyes. Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins face to face. Got another one of the Olympic Peninsula here. Royal Rumble in Indy. Beautiful. So, Sarah, the Cincinnati Bengals have like the worst defense on planet Earth. Why would the Colts hire the defensive coordinator from the Bengals? Explain that to me. And I know Colt fans are thinking, well, it can't get any worse than what it already was, right? But do you really want to hire the Bengals defensive coordinator? If the Bengals defense was good, I'd be like, yeah, okay. But when they're one of the worst defenses in the NFL, I don't know if that was the correct move. Pretty skeptical about that. Nice. Makes a big difference. Oh, Penta! Let's go! And Penta's getting the superstar treatment. And I love having Lucha Libres. You know, Penta reminds me of La Parca from WCW. But again, once we get Ray Phoenix there as well, we can end up having the Lucha Brothers, and they are awesome. Penta, baby! Let's go! Yeah, Penta and Chad Gable killed it. Beautiful, man. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, and every Colt fan has to be optimistic and whatnot. You know, Trey Hendrickson is one of the best defensive players overall in the NFL. Never really gets credit where credit needs to be given. But, you know, again, if you don't have the right owner or the right GM or the right coaches, sometimes they make the wrong hires. I hope it works out for you, but if it doesn't, you'll know why. All right, time to get back into the action here. All right, here we go. I mean, I guess it can't really get any worse than it already got, but I mean, I guess it could, but, you know, we'll see. Yeah, me too. And I also, like, when I go to sleep with Paisley after I'm done watching all my throwback cartoons and shows, you know, whether I'm watching Walking Dead or True Blood or anything else, SVU or whatever, I like to be able to have either the sound of, you know, heavy rain, you know, on like YouTube, or, you know, like beach, you know, kind of sounds of like waves crashing. Definitely makes me sleep a lot easier. First down and 10, Howard. Good defense there by the Fighting Irish, incomplete. Jeremiah Smith, the intended receiver. Yeah, not many guys can go from AEW to WWE and have success. Obviously, Cody, but he was already there originally, so. But great to have him in WWE. Judkins, oh my, 70 yards. This game is over. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. Sorry, Irish. Sorry, Odin. Sorry for all the people that just wanted someone other than Ohio State. But again, too many NFL players, you don't have a shot. That's how it goes. You know, why do you think Bama and Georgia were so good for so many years? You know, you're not going to really have an underdog win a natty. It just doesn't happen. Oh my. About to be 28-7 here in about a minute or less. Yeah, but the thing is Ethan Page isn't really like main event. He's just a guy. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, he wants to be used a certain way, but again, him getting an opportunity to be able to shine in a different promotion, and try to do something, but I don't think it's on the same level as like Penta, or obviously not even close to being like a Cody Rhodes or anything, going from, but that obviously with, Stardust, Dusty Rhodes, Gold Dust. I mean, Cody was going to succeed no matter where he went, but I don't know. You just don't see too many people that go from one to the other and actually shine. You can get people that go from, WWE to AEW, but depending on who they are, sometimes they work out and sometimes it doesn't. Like it sounds like Britt Baker might not even be on TV anymore, and maybe she'll make her way to WWE because it sounds like she's not getting any time, and she's the most talented female in AEW, and they don't even really use her. So handoff, good defense there by the Fighting Irish. Second and goal at the Notre Dame 4. They want to reward Judkins for his performance. Howard run for 3 yards. Notre Dame won. I mean, it's just the same, the same thing. Yeah, her run in TNA is over. She's nice. She'll make a good transition to WWE. Third and goal. I got to cover Paisley up here in a second. Third and goal at the 1. I mean, you can go with your running backs here, and you should be able to score, or with Will Howard. Handoff right up the gut. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This one is over. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Too bad Oregon wasn't on the bottom part of the bracket. We would have more than 7 points right now. But again, Ohio State earned it. Ryan Day got his job saved by Chip Kelly and this offense. Extra point is up and good. 28-7 Buckeyes. Hendry good on the mic. And they did a shitty job promoting this game. It kind of was like the shittiest, as far as like promotion. Like there really wasn't a lot of talk or hype about this particular natty. And I don't want to say it's because Notre Dame is in it, compared to like a Georgia or a Bama going against an Ohio State. But I don't know really what the reasoning was, of not hyping up the game as much, maybe because they thought it was going to be a blowout like this. And everyone knew that Ohio State was going to win big, but, it definitely comes down to NFL players and athletes. And the team that's got the most athletes and electric players wins. Oh, Penta over the top. Oh, my. Lucha Libres are awesome. Oh, what a move. 2. Yeah, I mean, again, there's just so many wrestlers and, not enough matches and enough push for everyone. So there's definitely going to be people that are not used properly, and they definitely dropped the ball with Malachi Black and Miro Rusev, but we'll see what happens. Again, now being on Netflix, it sounds like Triple H is going to have the show be about 2 hours and 30 minutes. So you're not going to have 3 hours or 3 hours and 30 minutes on Netflix, and it just depends on if they think you're a big enough draw to get a push. Otherwise you'll have to go to like NXT and work your way up from there. So 28-7 Buckeyes. All right, we need 8 more likes to get to 30. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. We're at 22. 8 more to get to 30. Lay down. All right, Fighting Irish, let's do something for pride now. Well, if you're going to bring someone in, you use them, especially when you have like a lucha libre type of wrestler like that. So, because I guarantee there's a lot of WWE fans that had no idea who he was. So, unless you watched AEW and you're hardcore and love wrestling. So, Jeremiah Love for 2 yards, 3rd down and 5. Lay down, honey. Lay down over here, honey. Third down and long. Phase on. Fourth down and 2. All right, Notre Dame with another punt. This is not what we wanted to see in the Natty. But again, one team extremely hot with a lot of NFL players. The other team, a big underdog with some NFL players. Notre Dame with a fake and dropped. Unbelievable. Why would you do that? Oh, my. Now Ohio State's going to score again. It's 35-7. This is going to get ugly. Like, the Buckeyes are going to end up winning, 55-10? Jesus Christ. And I know a lot of people, Oregon fans, Michigan fans, a lot of fans, and the Penn State fans, not ideal to see this team win the Natty. But again, this is the new Alabama, Georgia type of team this year, with the talent that they have, and they earned it. Obviously, not having a bye in the first round. If the Buckeyes had a bye like the Ducks did, maybe they would have lost too. So, but they didn't, and they ended up, playing every week, and it definitely took advantage. 28-7, Buckeyes. Travion Henderson, short game. Howard, 7 yards. First down, Buckeyes. They're knocking on the door again already. Jesus. I mean, the Buckeyes are making Notre Dame's defense look like they're average, and Notre Dame's defense is elite. That obviously is because they have NFL talent. First down, Buckeyes. Who's Logan Paul going to be matching up against? What's the feud going to be? Travion Henderson, 3-yard gain, second down and 7 at the Notre Dame 19. Shotgun set. Good tackle there by Notre Dame. CM Punk on screen. He's been very good on the mic as of late. I mean, he's always been pretty good on the mic, but he's been cooking lately. Flag on the play. That's on Ohio State. That's holding. Second down and 17 at the Notre Dame 26. Yeah, Fryer with the hold. He's good for wrestling, whether you like him or you hate him, The best part about him is his mic skills rather than his in-ring skills at this point in his career. But again, spitting on the mic is not something that everyone can do. And when you're elite at it, it can give you a little bit more, time on TV and, get you a little bit more push, in WWE or wherever he is. But he definitely has come full circle, from being in WWE, then in AEW, and then now back in WWE. He's kind of found his place now. Henderson. Third down and long. Pass incomplete to Carnell Tate. Fourth down. Wow, he was wide open right there too. Just a little bit more touch and it would have been 35-7. Yeah, well, we already know why it didn't work out in AEW, because he was feuding with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. So if you don't like people, then, of course you're going to, have problems. There's Drew, my guy. Seth and Drew, one-on-one. That's going to be fun. Field goal is up and good. 31-7 Buckeyes. Now Notre Dame is feeling what Oregon had to go through. It's not fun. Not fun whatsoever. Yeah, mine too. As far as like big man, Drew, and as far as like, the medium-sized wrestlers that aren't considered like big men, yeah, Seth is definitely my number one as well. It's like, who do I go for in that match? That's tough. 31-7 Buckeyes. Oh my, I wonder if the Irish fans are even watching this anymore, if they've turned it off. Tough. Hopefully they can get at least to 20, to make it like respectable, but at least 17, at least 10 more points before the game ends, but who knows? But I think, Fighting Irish fans, they didn't realize what Oregon fans had to go through. And now, or maybe they thought they were so much better than Oregon. But now you're starting to realize, that, regardless if it's Notre Dame or Oregon, like there's nobody, that was going to get in the way of Ohio State at this point. They were playing the best football at the right time. Were they the best team overall? That's debatable. But again, it's not about, necessarily, who you play, but when you play them. And, they definitely have earned it. But again, if they had a first round bye and if they would have went undefeated and we would have had 2 losses, maybe we're in this position and we're in this game, by, going 13-0 kind of fucked us, and them not even being in the Big Ten championship helped them, so they didn't have to worry about playing that extra game and, ended up taking care of Tennessee and having kind of a, going Tennessee and then Oregon and Penn State, and here we are. That's why, when you do betting, of course, if you hate the Buckeyes, right, and you want to go for the underdog, you have to realize, just because you don't like a team, like betting wise, you have to think with your head and your heart. And if you end up going, with just what your heart wants, it's probably going to be the wrong one. You have to go and be smart about it and knowing who's got the better team, and more electric players, more NFL players. That's what the Natties come down to. When's the last time that we actually had an upset in the Natty? Someone should look that up. Like when the one team was drastically an underdog that ended up winning a Natty. I mean, typically the team that ends up winning has the most NFL players. So. I mean, there's a lot of things you could say. Seeding, having home, games for the first round. They should all be in, neutral sites. And obviously if you end up having a great year and you have a bye, you're at a disadvantage. It shows that. So, I highly doubt that that's going to change. You're still going to have first round. That team's going to have a bye. So it shows you it's better to lose a couple games in the college football season rather than going undefeated. You go undefeated or lose one game and get a bye, you're at a huge disadvantage. You can't expect college kids or NFL players to play at their best with 3 weeks to a month off. It just doesn't work. Now if you had 2 out of the 4 teams that ended up winning, or at least one, we could say, well, this team won, but everyone lost that had a bye. So obviously that they need to cut that down to like a week off at the very most, no more than that. Because if it's more than a week, then let's say it's 2 weeks instead of a month, you're still at a huge disadvantage. Facts. First down, Irish. Riley Leonard pass complete to Collins for 9 yards. Second down and 1. Been a long time since we've been seeing a first down here. Bo Collins. 10 yards. First down, Irish. Second down. Yeah, but again, electric players and Chip Kelly, I mean, that's a recipe for disaster for anyone playing. And they have an amazing defense, too. 12 noon, you know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch? Yum, 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 yum. When you got JT up front, NFL, and then you got another guy who's NFL, I mean, like I said, you don't have the same type of talent even on defense for Notre Dame. They don't got anyone on the JT level or the Jack Sawyer level. They got guys that are good on the defense collectively as a group, but they don't have anyone single-handedly as good as Sawyer or JT up front on the D-line. Facts. It's too much Ohio State. It's just what it is. And hopefully one day we'll be in that position. Shotgun set. Leonard. Good defense there by the Buckeyes. Flag on the play. Might be PI. Maybe PI on the corner. Good first down for Notre Dame off the penalty, but they need a hell of a lot more here. First down and 10, 31-7, Buckeyes. Shotgun set. Leonard. Raridan for a few. 6-yard gain, second down and 4 at the Buckeye 42. Leonard run for 3 yards, third down and 1. Leonard, there you go. First down, Irish. Move the chains. Pass incomplete to Thomas, or Jaden Thomas. Second down and 10. They just don't have those, elite wide receivers and tight ends they need to match up to this team. Like if they had a Samarja, back in the day at tight end, and you had those like explosive, players, him, Ismail, and Tim Brown. Like those are the type of guys that you need in this game to be able to like keep up with all the NFL players that they got on the opposite side. You need NFL players. And it doesn't help that Jeremiah Love's knee is all fucked either. He's not 100%. Go Greathouse. Go Greathouse. There we go. Touchdown, Irish. There we go. Greathouse in the end zone. That's their best option. Nice job, Jaden. That was the best play Notre Dame has had all game. I mean, besides the first drive when you ended up having 9 carries for a touchdown from Riley Leonard. Nice job. Jaden Greathouse with the tutty. Two-point conversion is good. Jeremiah Love. There we go. Little Kansas City Chief, a little flip there. 31-15. Now we have a game. Now we have a game. Finally. Now, I mean, we obviously know what the final result will be, but at least now it's a little bit more interesting. 31-15 is a hell of a lot better than 31-7. Good for them. Agreed. Yeah, the only problem is Notre Dame needs NFL players at DN, D tackle, linebacker, corner, and safety. And, do they have that? Because, like, you're going to need NFL players on defense to stop all those NFL players on offense, But nice for them to be able to keep fighting. 31-15 Buckeyes. Ah, the Hardys. That's cool. I need to go grab a water. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Oh, Seth Rollins is coming down to the ring. Good time. Let's go. Seth and Drew. Is it main event time already? Holy cow. Well, I guess, right? Because this one will probably go like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, right? So if this is the main event, let's go. Not bots. Not you. My boys Seth and Drew. Let's go. My favorite big man in wrestling. Obviously loved Undertaker and Kevin Nash. Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, Psycho Sid. But as far as, there's a lot of people that like, Cody Rhodes, and Cody's really fun to watch. But obviously I've been with Seth since day one, and, nothing is better with Blonde Streak, Seth Rollins from back in the day. Definitely underappreciated, for being the superstar that he is. But again, this should be a good one here on Monday Night Raw. 31-15 Buckeyes. Now, if you can end up getting a pick six or a fumble, that could be the difference in this game of Notre Dame getting that momentum, right? But if you don't get the big play, then we already know, the end result. But again, if Notre Dame wants to have any shot, in this one, they need that pick six or that fumble for a touchdown. They need it, some point in this third quarter or fourth quarter. If they end up getting it, they still might not win, but it could really come down to the wire if they do get a play like that. But again, when you're going with so many NFL players and you got two head coaches, a head coach and an OC that could be a head coach, I mean, really, to me, the play calling is the big difference. Again, you have NFL players, but it's also how you use the NFL players. And at one point or another, like this is, I don't want to say it's not fair, but again, Ryan Day, who cares about him? Really, it's about this guy right here, and that's why they're winning the Natty. Howard. Howard run for 2 yards. Third down and 1 on the Buckeye 36. Will Howard for 2 yards with the sneak. Tush push, first down, Buckeyes. And you got to remember, it's not like the Buckeyes win a natty every single year. They haven't won in like a decade. So, again, it's been a lot of Bama and Georgia, Clemson, LSU. It's been a long time since they've actually won. So, and again, Michigan won it the year before. Ohio State won it this year. It's a matter of time before Oregon gets the call. Henderson. Seth in the ring. He's ready. Seth and Drew, let's go. Down in 8. for the Buckeyes. Howard, play action fake. And throws it away. Good decision there by Howard. Howard hasn't fucked up this whole game. Flag on the play. And Notre Dame, self-inflicted wounds. What are you doing? Personal foul. Dumbass. What are you doing? Marcus Freeman, he said, you. Yeah, don't push the quarterback late, you dummy. Jesus Christ. Drew coming down to the ring. Yeah, and you got to think if Jeremiah Smith was eligible to go, you know, how high would he go in the draft? Very high. But the Buckeyes already recruit very, very well. They've always been, you know, the third team behind, you know, Bama and Georgia in their run. They were always that team that you thought, well, if Georgia and Bama, you know, play someone, they're probably going to play the Buckeyes or like Michigan. And, you know, they always were kind of little brother. Now Oregon ends up being kind of little brother. But, again, you just got to wait your turn. End of the third quarter, 31-15, Buckeyes. All right, I got to turn up the volume on Monday Night Raw a little bit here. Two of my faves. I mean, I'm a big Young Bucks, Kenny Omega guy. I mean, I like Will Ospreay. I mean, there's a lot of guys that, you know, as well as the female side, too, that I like in the wrestling business. But, I mean, as far as WWE, I'm like Sarah. I mean, these are my two favorite by far. Let's go. Crazy, right? But when we get done with this, and then we got NFC, AFC Championship game, Super Bowl, we're one step closer to NASCAR, but more importantly for a lot of us, baseball. So, all right, take care, brother. Keep your head up. All right, take care. You too, Megan. Love you guys too. And then again, you know, we'll probably end up doing, you know, some, you know, kind of freestyle streams. I mean, unless there's something worth doing, we got to wait till Thursday to do the Kraken. So for Tuesday and Wednesday, you know, we'll maybe talk NFL and just talk about, you know, our, you know, whatever we want to go into the games, you know, coming up on the weekend, you know, doing photos of throwback players and current players. Maybe we'll get into some food or music or, you know, whatever we decide to get into. Nature, you know, cars. But we'll probably do a little bit of that unless I end up doing a, you know, college hoops game or an NBA game. But I was looking at the schedule. There's not really a whole lot available to do. So maybe we'll just do some freestyle streams the next couple days. Well, to a certain degree, you already have. You're on the right path, my guy. And we appreciate you, and we're happy to have you as part of the channel. You know, we all go through the ups and the downs, you know, and it's about being able to learn, you know, from those situations. Oh, big shoulder from Drew to Seth. And then starting next week, we'll be able to do this. And obviously we won't have any football on Monday, and we can do Monday Night Raw on Netflix on next Monday. So looking forward to that. We've had to kind of do a duel, you know, obviously with Raw and obviously with different football matchups and whatnot. Oh! Threw Seth like a rag doll over the table, into the chairs. All right, last quarter here. Second down and 8. Blitz. Emeka Egbuka with the reverse. Wow, they just have too many athletes, man. Look at Egbuka. Golly. First down. Buckeyes, and he fumbled. Oh, they ruled him down. Wow. After Notre Dame recovers, but he was down. Oh, my. "24 yards for Emeka Egbuka. Let's see if it ends up being a fumble or not. Oh, he punched it out. Wow, that's Notre Dame football, baby. That's Notre Dame football. There's the turnover they needed. They got it. There we go. I mean, they needed that pick six, that fumble for a touchdown, or that big, big turnover, and there it is. And now you got to score quick, right? Early in this quarter, you got to score quick and make it 31-22 or 31-23. There we go. Yeah, I'm excited for the Rumble as well. Good. Where was this in the first half? I mean, the knee is very close from being down when that football is punched out. Like the knee, like when I saw the first replay, it looked like the knee was down first and then the ball came out. I mean, it's almost instantaneous, but I mean, hopefully they give Notre Dame the ball there. You know, they're down 31-15. I mean, it's a bang-bang play, but let's see if Notre Dame gets the ball. I think they should. So Notre Dame gets that ball. It was a bang-bang play. All right, here we go. Fighting Irish, you need a touchdown and a two-point conversion to get it to 31-23, and then we're cooking, or even 31-22. There's another takeaway. There you go. Better late than never, but you need to score quick. Man in motion. Phase on. Good tackle by the Buckeyes. Nice job by Caleb Downs there. Leonard on the move. Scrambling, gambling, looking, throw it away. Good defense by the Buckeyes. Good decision to throw that away. Third down and long. They need a first down to move the chains. Leonard to Greathouse, baby. First down, Irish. Nice job, Jaden. Let's go. There it is. Woo! Yeah. I mean, if they would have went to Greathouse in the first half, imagine what the score could have been. There's that electricity. And this is their best player on offense, not named Jeremiah Love. Or who else? You know who it is. Leonard. Incomplete. Flag on the play. Holding on the defense, everything going Notre Dame's way now. Automatic first down. Uncle Mo, he is in the building. Give the ball back to Jaden Greathouse. He can get in the end zone. He can be that X factor for you. Here we go. We finally have a game. Better late than never. Shotgun set. Good defense by the Buckeyes. They sniffed that one out. Harrison, loss of 4. Big chops by Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Second down and 14 at the Buckeye 42. Move the chains, baby. Leonard run for 2 yards. Good tackle there by the Buckeyes. Third down and 12 at the Buckeye 40. Field goals aren't going to help you now in the fourth quarter. You need tutties and 2-point conversions at some point, either this one or the next one. You know where to go. Jaden Greathouse. He's got great yak yard ability. Yeah, they already showed him at Monday Night Raw, obviously, a couple years ago. Lots of people are. It's not a surprise, right? Lots of people love WWE. Everything that you read, you know I'm already on that. I mean, I know you read a lot, but again, that's all I do. All I do is read and watch films, so. Leonard pass complete to Evans for 7. I mean, it's pretty rare when you send me something that I haven't already seen it. But again, you know, once in a while, like the Hardys thing, I didn't see that, but obviously I'm working right now, so. But there's not very many things that you send me that I haven't already read, so. But I do appreciate any information that you do send. Shotgun set. Leonard. On 4th down. There you go. First down. Irish. There they go. Jaden Greathouse. Move the trains, baby. Let's go. Leonard. Greathouse. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Shotgun set. Leonard. Sideline throw. Greathouse again. Oh, Drew. Seth. Oh. 1, 2, 2. Keep going to Greathouse. Shotgun set. Leonard, floater. Flag on the play. Should be PI. Denzel Burke with the coverage. Let's see if this is PI. Should be a quick score here for the Irish now. Holding on the defense. Yeah, I was going to say that looked pretty clean, the one-on-one right there. 2. Another pin. Attempt there for Drew and Seth. Shotgun set, Leonard. Good defense there by the Buckeyes again. Minimal gain. Seth with the cover. 1, 2, 2. Good match with Seth and Drew in main event on Monday Night Raw. Fighting Irish. Trying to punch it in here. Not today, bots. We're at 20, 80 to go. Shotgun set. Fade route. And complete. Instead of running a fade route, they should run a slant, in front of the quarterback. That would actually get you, a tutty with Greathouse. Exploit the middle of the field. Incomplete to Greathouse. 4th and goal. Uh-oh. Good pressure there from the Buckeyes, and Greathouse can't come up with it. Another 4th down attempt here. And like I said, field goals don't matter. Wow, they're going to kick a field goal? What are they doing? I mean, they're assuming that they're going to be able to get the ball back twice with 9 minutes. Field goal miss? Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. That's why you don't go for a field goal. Well, now the game's over. They love that. Tough for Irish fans. All that for a missed field goal. It shows you how, having a kicker that is effective is, again, people take that position for granted all the time, punter and kicker, but, when you need to get those points, you should have just went for it. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre going at it here as well. 31-15 Buckeyes. Should have just went for it on 4th down. Oh, Marcus. He'll learn. Big Claymore there by Drew. Judkins, short game. Second down and 9 at the Buckeye 21. Sami Zayn running in, beating up on Drew. Will Howard run for 11 yards. First down, Buckeyes. First down and 10 at the Buckeye 32. Less than 9 minutes to go, up by 16. They are going to win the Natty. First time in a decade. Michigan last year, Buckeyes this year, hopefully Oregon next year. Keeping it all in the family in the Big Ten. Sami Zayn to Seth there inadvertently. I love that. I wish they had a few more high-profile matches, but to end it with Seth and Drew was money. Yeah, Sami going heel would be great. Again, you know, anyone that ends up playing the role, you know, you're always going to be better when you're a heel. Second down and 7. Judkins again. He's been an animal. And Monday Night Raw has just ended. Raw has been pretty good each week. Obviously, the first 2 weeks, the build-up. This one obviously wasn't as good as the first 2 weeks, but still a few matches that were enjoyable. Penta, Drew and Seth at the end. Third down and 3. Howard incomplete to Jeremiah Smith. Fourth down and 3. All right, time for the Buckeyes to punt. First punt of the game, and Notre Dame's defense is actually good. So that shows you how elite Ohio State's offense is. Can you just imagine if Notre Dame didn't have a defense? This game would be like 50-15 right now. So see if the Fighting Irish can recover from that blunder of that field goal decision. Yeah, I like it on Netflix as well, too. It's very cool. And we can do that on Mondays, for content now instead of Monday Night Football, which is nice since football season's almost over. All right, Irish. You're not going to win this game, but at least you can make it a little bit more interesting for your fan base. We got 6 minutes left. Makes you kind of wonder if they would have went for it and got a touchdown, and it was 31-22 right now, and you have the ball. But again, Ohio State probably would have went for it if that was the case on that previous play, if it was 31-22. But still, at least they have an opportunity to, if they're going to lose the Natty, only lose it by like one possession rather than two. Looks a little bit better, on the scorecard. But at the end of the day, obviously winning the Natty and losing the Natty is completely two different things. What we know is we need Riley Leonard to use his legs and get the ball to Jaden Greathouse. But again, not being able to use one of your best players in Jeremiah Love was kind of like when the Ducks played Ohio State and all our guys started getting hurt. Jordan James and everyone else. It's like if you don't have your star running back healthy or your receivers get banged up and you have 2 or 3 guys that you really rely on that aren't really available, that really reduces your chances of winning. Just like with the Ravens not having Zay Flowers, I already knew they were going to lose without having him playing. I mean, even if they had him, they were still going to lose, but they could have lost by a smaller amount if Zay played. But let's see if the Fighting Irish can fight one more time and get a score, get an onside kick, get the ball back, and see what something can happen. Man, oh man. Can't believe college football is almost over. It's been a hell of a year. Can't wait to do coverage next year for the Oregon Ducks as well as a lot of your guys' favorite teams when we go into the college football playoff next season. But that'll transition us as soon as this is over and the NFL is over. NASCAR with the Daytona 500, and then obviously doing a little bit of NBA, a little bit of NHL, a little bit of March Madness, and then we'll be into baseball sooner than later. And baseball is great because games are on like every day, so I don't have to worry about really doing filler streams. It's pretty much doing a Mariner game every day, which is nice. Leonard to Bo Collins for 11 yards. First down, Irish. There's Bo Collins. Pass complete to Evans. Second down and 5 at the Notre Dame 35. Evans again. Let's go. Mitchell Evans on back-to-back plays. 33 yards on this one. Let's go, baby. Look at that juke. Yak yards, baby. There we go. First down, Irish. First down and 10 at the Buckeye 31. Way to bring that electricity, Mitchell Evans. Yeah, 260. Big boy. Leonard. JT. It's 12 noon. You know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. JTT is amazing. Just like Jack Sawyer, man. You know, again, when you got studs like that, you know, it's pretty hard to compete. You know, you got all these NFL players on one side, and then on the defense, they got guys just as good as the guys on offense, and Sawyer and JTT. Hopefully Oregon can get guys like that, you know, on our roster one day. I just think it's crazy that, you know, JTT and Emeka Egbuka only are, you know, played some football right up here in Washington, just a few hundred miles away from me. I mean, just imagine if Emeka Egbuka and JTD decided to go to Oregon or Washington instead, what could have been. But again, choosing Ohio State, I don't blame them. That's a premier, obviously football team, right? Yeah, Emeka Egbuka is also. They're both just right up north, Pacific Northwest. Emeka Egbuka and JTP are both from there. I would know. I live here. We've had some pretty good ones too. Ndamukong Kongsu coming out of here, out of Oregon. We end up having some guys that, Troy Polamalu from Oregon as well. So you just never know. Nice to see Mitchell Evans make some plays, but they got less than 5 minutes to go. They're going to need a miracle now. Leonard, screen pass. Collins, minimal gain. Bo Collins with the 3-yard gain. Third down and 9 at the Buckeye 30. Leonard going long, going deep, got a man. Wow. Great house. But there's a flag on the play. Wow. I mean, just imagine if the field goal would have been in. What a play. Fighting Irish not giving up. At least they're making it a game, finally. Now they got to go for 2. Yeah, me too. I'm going to miss college football a lot. 2-point attempt. Faison throws it. Collins with the catch from Faison. Let's go. They went Leonard, right? Wow. Faison. Collins. Wow. 31-23. Wow, wow, wow. Just imagine if it's 31-26, right? Notre Dame could have maybe won, right? Depending on if you had the ultimate collapse by the Buckeyes, but at least it's close now. Good play call there for the 2-point play. Perfect. Great House stepping up. Bo Collins stepping up. Faison stepping up. Mitchell Evans stepping up. Let's go. All right, here we go. 31-23 Buckeyes. At least Notre Dame is making it interesting now. What does Ryan Day and Chip Kelly have in their bag here? And the last thing that you want if you're a Buckeye fan is a turnover, right? Because if you get a turnover, then all the momentum shifts. It's already shifted in Notre Dame slightly. But again, they can always run the football, bleed the clock. But again, they need to have their playmakers like Jeremiah Smith make the plays that they need here. Emeka Egbuka, Trayvon Henderson, Quinshon Judkins make the plays to move the chains. Judkins, gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. And he's been maybe the MVP in this game so far. One of the candidates for the MVP. Will Howard run for 8 yards. 1st down, Buckeyes. First down and 10 at the Buckeye 35 now. Nice play by Howard. I told you at the beginning of the game it was going to have to be the quarterback's legs, and whoever used the legs the most was going to win. And Leonard did it on the first, drive that they had, but who's been doing it the most in the game, right? It's been Will Howard. Let's look at the stats. Leonard has got 17 carries for 40 yards and 1 TD. Howard's got 12 carries for 59 yards. So that's the difference right there. First down and 10. Buckeyes want to keep moving the chains. Notre Dame needs a turnover. Howard with a keeper, no gain. Schuler with the nice tackle there. 2nd down and 10, but the clock obviously stopped at the moment, but they just want to keep bleeding that clock. All right, timeout Notre Dame. Yeah, it started off a little slow and very one-sided because we know how good the Buckeyes, it was 7-0 Notre Dame, so it did start off with a bang, and then it went all Ohio State. and it kind of felt like it was over. And then Notre Dame fought, being the Fighting Irish, with their name. They fought like hell, right? And ended up getting the turnover that they needed and a little bit of Uncle Mo. And it just kind of makes you wonder if they would have went to Jaden Greathouse in the first half, maybe the game is a little bit closer than it even is right now. Maybe Notre Dame is tied right now, or maybe even has the lead. Notre Dame bringing the blitz. Third down. And the Buckeyes are up by 8, so, third down and 11. Uh-oh, there it is. Jeremiah Smith. Woo! Chip Kelly. And it's over. Wow. That's Chip right there for you. He knows. He knows when to call the play at the right time. And a big part of this championship is because of this guy right here. Jeremiah Smith, wow, they think it's going to be run. They all sell out the run. They go deep on the throw, and the game is over. Wow. Unbelievable, Chip. That's Chip Kelly all day right there. Doing what he did at Oregon and now doing it at Ohio State as the OC. Brilliant. Saving this motherfucker's job, 100%. Chip deserves all the credit. He was a decoy, in that Texas matchup, but you knew at some point or another, one-on-one, he's unguardable. And again, they sold out for the run. Chip says, I know you're going to think we're going to run. We're going to go deep, give it a shot. One-on-one, he can catch it. And he did. And now the game is over. I mean, it's not over yet, but essentially it's over. Unless you end up getting like a fumble for a touchdown or a pick six, but highly doubt that will happen. And obviously Notre Dame is getting close to being out of timeouts. So, first and goal. I'm not sure if they can just kneel it out the rest of the way, but this one is essentially over. Nice job, Chip. And again, a lot of plays that if you watch the Buckeyes, some of y'all aren't Oregon fans, so you wouldn't know. But, me being as an Oregon fan and watching the plays being called, there definitely is some similarities to the DeAnthony Thomas, LaMichael James era and calling plays with those electric guys and doing it here for the Buckeyes. Much better than Chip wasting time at UCLA being a head coach. Being an OC for one of the best teams has paid off dramatically for the Buckeyes. They haven't won a natty in 12 years. They bring in Chip Kelly as the OC. Boom shakalaka, championship, and this guy's job is saved. Nice throw by Will Howard and a fantastic catch by Jeremiah Smith. You are the man. But at least the Fighting Irish didn't give up. At least they didn't lose 31-8 or 31-7. Unbelievable moxie and balls it takes to call a play like that, but when you got arguably the best wide receiver in the land, right? Why not, right? Even basketball, it's not even as what it used to be. I honestly think if you don't have Chip Kelly, you don't go as far as the Buckeyes did this year. Go on a run, but I don't think that they make it this far and win it all without Chip. Shows you if you have explosive players and you have the right play callers, it makes all the difference. They've had other OCs, they've had other head coaches that have been much better than this guy, right? And the saving grace is this guy. If you want to fire this guy can step in. But now, since this guy stepped up, this guy's job is saved, and this guy's probably not going anywhere for a while. First and goal. I'll start. First down and 15 now. First and goal at the Notre Dame 15. Oh, I'm going to have to go out in this 20-degree weather. I know some of y'all have it colder than me, but man, that wind on your face, it gets cold. Judkins run for a yard. Judkins has been very good. Not very many teams have the joy to be able to have a Henderson and a Judkins on the same team. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to walk Paisley in temperatures like that. Usually like 20, 30 degrees is about as cold as I can do. So. And from a quarterback that looked kind of mid and average during the regular season, definitely stepped up as the best quarterback in the college football playoff. Played with the most consistency, had the best OC calling the plays, had the best players around him, and has made the most of his opportunity in Buckeye lore as being a champion. Michigan last year, Buckeyes this year, hopefully Oregon next year. Second and goal. Timeout, Buckeyes. College football season has been wild. And I know not everyone is going to be happy with this end result, but again, Big Ten, they are now kings, and they have been kings since last year. It's no longer Bama and Georgia and the SEC. They're in denial mode. It's either Big Ten or bust, baby. And if you really think about it, this Buckeye team does remind you of those Bama, Georgia teams that had way too many NFL players going against like an Ohio State that had some, kind of like Notre Dame, but not enough. One team's got 30 or 40 guys, the other team's got 5 or 10. That's the difference, overall over like a 2 or 3 year period. When you end up, drafting so many players to the NFL and you get all those 5-star recruits, it's kind of hard to keep up, even if you're like the third best team in the land, which Ohio State has been for many, many years behind Georgia and Bama. Now, finally, they are king. Howard goes down. 4th and goal. True. Kind of feels weird, this guy being the champion, But again, without this, you don't get here and you don't win, And I don't know if the media will, portray it like that. They'll give Ryan Day his flowers, but true OGs know, with these offensive players that you have, hell, if Ryan Day was calling plays, you don't even get to this game. So, you definitely have to give love to Chip. I mean, he is a fantastic play caller, one of the best that we've ever seen in the college game. Didn't work in the NFL because there's too many egos, but sometimes you can be a great, play caller, on one side or the other. Not everyone is going to be, able to do it on both sides like a Jim Harbaugh or a Pete Carroll. Kick is up and good. This one is over. Congrats, Chip. Congrats, JTT. Hey, Will Howard, you only lost to Oregon in the regular season by 1, and you felt that pain, but again, didn't even make the Big Ten championship game. Oregon and Penn State did, but it didn't matter. That was the path for you guys. It was actually better that you didn't make the Big Ten championship game. You guys had a couple losses, right? But you still ended up finding a way to win the game, and that's what it's about. Getting hot at the right time, not having a bye like all those teams like Oregon did, having Chip Kelly, probably the best hire they've ever had, besides maybe Urban Meyer, when they had their run. Congrats, Buckeyes. I know a lot of Duck fans are like, fuck this team, but again, you don't have to be a hater. You can appreciate greatness. Chip was a part of our culture, and now he's a part of Ohio State's as well. Congrats, brother. First natty in 12 years. And again, the team that had the most NFL players with the best play caller ended up winning the game. Notre Dame made it a game, but, just a little too late. And the best team won. And everyone in the land, knew that they were going to win, besides, hopeful Irish fans that, and hopeful fans that obviously hate the Buckeyes were hoping. But everyone deep down, Penn State fan, Oregon fan, Michigan fans, everyone knew Buckeyes were winning here today, whether they want to admit it or not. Congrats, bro. Little check down. And that's it. Final score, 34-23. Buckeyes are the champions of college football. Congratulations, Ohio State. Michigan last year, Buckeyes this year. Big Ten is king, baby. Well, I'm a little sad that college football is over, but it was a hell of a year in the first year of the college football playoff. Obviously, having some things to adjust, like teams having a home game in the first round, all the teams that had a bye lost because they had like a month off. Those things need to change. But again, Ohio State, even with 2 losses, to Oregon and Michigan, still found a way, to make themselves a champion here in 2024. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Again, we'll probably end up doing either college hoops, NHL, NBA, or maybe we'll just do NFL freestyle stream where we do food and NFL and just, randomness, in the next couple days. So check social media, but if we end up streaming tomorrow and Wednesday, there's a good possibility we'll stream probably around 5 o'clock Pacific for like an hour or two. Doing football or wrestling or food or a combination of those things. I appreciate every single person that liked, sub, donated, commented, shared. You guys are the best. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Shout out to Reflect Captain Megan, as well as Marcos. Shout out to Sarah and Captain for mod help. I appreciate that. And I'm out. Congratulations, Ohio State. Final score in the Natty. Buckeyes 34, Fighting Irish 23, and I'm out. Guys.